guys, welcome to another video. It is Swissmas Day 8 and I thought today I would do a little bit of a tour around my office and have a look at my desk area and where I write. Obviously you'll know if you've watched other videos that my day in the life of a writer videos are the most popular ones, and so I thought that, you know, if people are interested in how I kind of spend my day as a writer, then they might be interested in the space in which I do the writing. So that was my idea behind the video. I hope you like it. I do just want to say I apologise for my lipstick. It's a MAC like liquid lip, and I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. I might have to have a look online and see if there's like a particular way to apply it, or whether you definitely need lip liner, but it just seems to be bleeding around the edge of my lips and stuff, so I'm sorry if it doesn't look great, but you know, if anybody wears matte lipstick, you know that once it's on, it's staying on for a while. So I can't even change it at the moment. But anyway, you're not going to be seeing a lot of me on camera today, so that's fine. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get started. Okay, so this is the office as you see it from outside on the corridor. So the office itself has got this window in it, which the owners of the building, like our landlords, said they put it in so that there's more light coming into the room, because as you'll see there's only a really small window, and so that room would be really dark. It's a bit of a strange feature to have in a house, but I actually really like it because it does let in a lot of light. But it also means that I'm not sat facing a wall when I'm doing my writing. So in we come, and I have over on this side my printer, which is currently sat on a chair because we are limited for furniture in this house. We just kind of deal with what was here when we moved in. So my printer's on a chair. I've got a couch which doubles up as a pull-out bed, but we've never actually used it for guests because we've got enough beds in the other room. But yeah, it makes a nice little kind of sitting area. That's a Christmas present that needs taking downstairs. But I've got a sneaking suspicion that might be a cushion anyway. Above we have a picture that we brought from England with us, from the Steinhardt Aquarium. We actually got this from Tom's auntie and uncle, so thank you very much for letting us have this. I love this picture, it's gorgeous. Okay, and then in this corner, there's a couple of like, that's my kind of briefcasey thing that I keep a few papers in, and that's like a personal details folder. But over in here I have a Nespresso coffee corner, which I did only get recently. Tom accidentally bought 2 Nespresso machines for work, so I said I would put it in here for now. I try not to drink too much coffee during the day, but I have to say this is amazing. It's so nice. So I've got a couple of coffee cups. That one's a bit dirty. And then in here are all my pods and stuff for the Nespresso machine. So that's quite nice to have a little coffee station in my office. I only drink espressos from Nespresso machine, so it's not like I have to go downstairs and get any milk or anything. And then I've got this little heart that says Happy Ever After begins today, which is lovely. That was from Marie and Neil, some of our friends, for our wedding. It was a little wedding present. And then this is a string of shells, like seashells. They look really yellow on camera, but they're a beautiful kind of soft dusky pink and pearlescent colour. And these shells I collected with my friend Becca and Jenna. I think it was like 2 days after our wedding in Portugal. We all went down onto the beach one evening for drinks and a meal and stuff, and these were all washed up on the shore, and so I collected lots of them, and I've never really known what to do with them, but I made them into like a string just for decoration really. And then that's just a not a filing cabinet, like a set of drawers just for storage of stationery and other stuff. This picture here is, just try and get it without me in the shot. This is another present from Marie and Neil, a beautiful Christmas present that they got us. I actually have a typewriter is my logo for my writing company. Well, I say company, for my freelance kind of company. And yeah, she'd seen the logo and then was out, I think, can't remember where she was at the time, but she saw this and obviously thought it reminded her a lot of my logo. And it's got a book, I'm sure you can see that, but the back of the illustration is a book, and then this typewriter and the butterflies have been kind of screen printed over the top. So it's absolutely beautiful, and I've just got it in this plain black frame. But yeah, I think that's one of my favourite, in fact I think it is probably my favourite piece of artwork that I have at the moment, and I'll always have that in my office wherever I am because I find it very inspiring and it's very apt as well. And then this is where the magic happens. Isn't that what they say on like the Cribs videos or whatever? This is so much better than a Cribs video for me. I love seeing writing spaces. Now, obviously mine's not like massively inspiring to look at, I don't think. Maybe you guys will. Maybe you guys will think this is really inspiring. To me, this is just work. This is the workplace. But one of the things that... Oh, just turn this round. Just turn it round a second while I tell you this bit. One of the things that I really, really love is going on like Pinterest and looking at lots of different like library spaces and study spaces and office spaces. Yes, I love it when you see articles and interviews in newspapers and online of famous writers who share their workspaces, and there's photographs of their writing dens or their studies or whatever, and I really like collecting those. I also collect articles that talk about writers' habits and their schedules and how they write. So for me, I would love to watch this video of somebody else, of a different writer. So yeah, let's carry on going. Let's carry on with the desk space. Because there are quite a few things on this desk that are probably worth noting. So this here is a pile of books which are currently to be read. So this one is The Secret Diaries of Miss Anne Lister. Now she's one of the women that I'm writing about in my second book at the moment. So I need to read that. And then I'm about 2/3 of the way through this book. I need to finish that. And then I've got this beast, which is The English, A Social History. And I read that kind of book just so that I can really get myself up to date with the historical period that I'm writing about. So yeah, those are current books to be read. So I always have my current reads on my desk just because they're handy to get to. And then if I bring the camera down here, this is my collection of really old books, like old versions of books. So I really, really love collecting really old books, but I keep those on my desk just as a bit of inspiration, really. But also I think they look quite nice as a decoration. And then on top we've got a cat. That cat is actually, that was the first present that Tom ever bought me, and I've always had it on my desk. And I've got a little trinket box there. I don't think there's anything in that, it's just a beautiful trinket box. I really like that, and I think it works really well with the books there. So here we've got just a pot. That is actually a candle holder, but I don't put candles in it, I put pens in it because this is me. So on top here we have a mini cactus, which Alison bought me again when they came up to visit last December. And then that's a little thimble from Tom's nan. And then I've got my Portuguese chicken, or cockerel, or hen, whatever you want to call it, but I should pop it on the side so you can see it. This is a symbol of good luck in Portugal. I think it is anyway. That's what I've been told. If I'm incorrect, I apologise. I don't want to offend anybody, but I believe they are symbols of good luck. And then here we've got two really old and battered Snoopy toys, and these were Tom's when he was a little boy, and they just remind me of Tom, and I just think they're really cute little kind of vintage toys. And then we have my laptop and my keypad. I actually prefer to work like this because with me having a bad back, I have to have the desk at a correct height so that I'm not slumping over the desk. So what I've actually had to do is make a little bit of a stilt of books and put the laptop up high so that I'm sat up, and then I type here rather than leaning across to the laptop. So that's why that's a bit of an odd setup like that. And then on top of my laptop, we've got this little fella. Now this is Tom's, and Tom would be able to tell you more about how long he's had it, but I think it's like I think we're talking like decades rather than years that he's had this. And it's actually a straw topper, and he's always had it hooked over his laptop like I've got him here. He's always had him hooked over his laptop, but since he's been working at CERN, because he's back and forth a lot from the office and home and travelling to the UK and stuff, he obviously doesn't leave his laptop just in the same place every day like he would back in the UK when he was working there. So unfortunately the little dinosaur can't sit on Tom's laptop, so he sits with me instead and looks over what I'm doing. And then here I've just got a little piece of cardboard that I did that just has some inspirational quotes on it, because I do have a tendency to sometimes get a bit distracted. So these kind of little quotes just help to keep me on track and just remind me that, you know, every accomplishment starts a decision to try. You don't have to, you know, be successful, but as long as you've tried it, then you won't regret it. Hello. Staring me out. Rude. And then here we've got a picture of my grandma. That's my grandma Phyllis. Sorry, it's a bit dark, isn't it? It's not a very good picture, to be honest. It's quite blurry. But she died before I was born. I've never met her, but I do feel quite a close affinity to her. I feel like she's my guardian angel, and I've had this photograph of her in this photo frame for as long as I can remember. I can't remember never having this photo. Sorry, that's really bad grammar. I can't remember a time when I haven't had this photo, and she's travelled everywhere with me, wherever I've gone, down to Northampton, over here to France. She'll go with me wherever I go in the future as well. So yeah, she watches over me. And then this is a postcard that we got at Baveno when we went to Italy in September. So I just keep that there because I love old buildings and photographs of old buildings, so I quite like that as a postcard. And then, yeah, just have plug sockets. Sorry about the coffee stain. I have a mug, and it's my favourite mug in the world, but it's been cracked for like the past 10 years, but it's never leaked, so I've continued to use it, and then it's finally started leaking, so yeah, it's left coffee ring stains. But don't worry if anybody's looking at that and thinking, oh my god, that's really rude, it's not your desk. I am going to repaint this whole desk before we leave. I'm going to repaint it for the owners, just because it has got mucky and scratched and coffee stained and stuff. So yeah, so that is the whole of the desk. This is just a pile of current work that I'm doing at the moment. As you can see, the desk itself is actually propped up on books because it's too low for my kind of reading typing height. So as you can see, I've tried to do a few different little things to try and make the desk the right height for me to work at. You comfy there? Yeah, I think he's comfy. So yeah, that's the desk area. So as you can see, I like to keep it quite tidy and quite minimal in terms of not having loads of stuff on it. But I am that type of person who I do like to have a few little decorations and inspirational bits on the desk in some way. Because yeah, they help me keep inspired. So yeah, this is a wreath that I made. It's cork, and then it's got tiny little red beads on it. I wanted to put this on the door outside the house, but I'm a bit worried about it getting stolen, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. I really don't want it to get stolen, so I haven't put it on the door. I'm not really sure what to do with it. I think it looks quite nice there, really. The radiator isn't on, by the way, it's broken, so it's not going to set on fire or anything like that. And then I just have a candle on the top. And then finally, the last piece is this lovely piece of art. Oh gosh, I'll have to go from the side so that the reflection doesn't go on it. And it's one of those kind of cutout prints. I can't think what they're called. I know they've got a proper name. So that's just really, really lovely. It's, there you go. You can kind of see all the detail better now. Oh, the only other thing is this beautiful, beautiful bag. So this is a backpack. It's Italian leather. Look at me. We bought it in Baveno in Italy in September when we went. Tom bought it for me, I should say. It's more of a kind of an early Christmas present. And it's a backpack. I mean, you can hold it there like that. But it's a backpack. It's got 2 straps. But also the straps are done in such a way that you can pull it up like that. And it's like a long handbag that you can put over your shoulder. Obviously you guys can't feel the leather through the camera, but it's so soft and beautiful, and it's the perfect size to fit my laptop in. So that's what the office looks like. It's all dark now, the sun's actually set while I've been doing this video, so the lighting might have changed slightly. That's what my office looks like. And a pussycat. Who's calling us? Oh, it's Thomas. Can I just state that he put himself in my phone as the master of the universe, not me? Alright, yeah, perfect. I'm just finishing a video, so give me a couple of minutes and I'll be out. Right, that's Tom outside. He's here because we're going shopping for our massive Christmas shop, so I have to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up because that really helps the ratings if you give it the video a like. Obviously, if you didn't like it, then don't. And yeah, I really hope that you've liked the video, and I'll be back tomorrow with the next day of Swissmas. Bye! Oh, it's calling again.